So you've now entered into the second trimester of pregnancy. Hopefully you're getting your energy back and you're feeling a lot better, like you want to work out a little bit more. So the thing that changes within the second trimester is honestly not a whole lot with your training, just a few things that we like to modify. So for example, when we're doing the squats, the deadlifts, things like that, we're gonna widen our stance, right? Because this is when the belly starts to get bigger and kind of gets in the way. So to modify with that, we widen our stance. Another thing that we love to modify is any of the core work that we've been doing, dead bugs, Pallof presses, any overhead work, we really want to focus in and make sure that we're checking our core and making sure that we're not getting any coning. That can contribute to diastasis recti postpartum. So that's another thing that we want to change with our workouts. The biggest thing that changes though is the type of cardio that we're doing. So for example, in the second trimester, we're heading into thinking about preparing for birth. So our energy is great. We want to keep that high intensity going, but we're going to do it in the form of EMOMs, or every minute on the minute. So this is on purpose, right? So a contraction during labor usually lasts anywhere from 0 to 30 seconds at the most. And then you get that 30-second break until, maybe the next one comes. So we're training mentally and physically for contractions during labor. So an EMOM is every minute on the minute. So I'm going to do an exercise, as many reps as stated in the exercise. And once I'm done with that repage, then we get the rest of the minute to take a breath, to relax, to rest until that next minute hits, and then we start the next exercise in the next number of reps. So that is on purpose. We are mentally, like I said, mentally and physically preparing for those contractions. We can do hard things for 0 to 30 seconds, knowing we get a break or a rest ahead. This is why it's so important to be training throughout pregnancy intentionally, right? So things do change from trimester to trimester, and it's important that we're training with the knowledge that things are going to change, and this is how we have to modify it. So that's what we do in our prenatal and postpartum fitness classes here. It's led by myself, so I know and I can guide you on what's safe to do throughout specific timelines of your pregnancy and even postpartum, because things do change just ever so slightly, but it's still important to check into our bodies and what's going on to make sure that we are intentionally training for birth. So if you're looking to be physically active and train throughout pregnancy or throughout your journey, really, so whether you're trying to conceive now, whether you're in your first, second, or third trimesters, or whether you're postpartum, it is never too early and is never too late to specifically train for basically where you're at in life. So we do have classes. We're offered 5 to 6 times a week. We would love to help you.